Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run Kingdom, where in this video it is time for me to definitively get White Lily Cookie. I have access to 6,000 pulls, and I only need to do 4,000, well, spend 4,000, and only do 40 pulls to guaranteed get White Lily Cookie here. The bonus 2 other pulls, I'm going to be able to just spend willy-nilly. We'll see if we can actually get White Lily casually, because that would actually be amazing luck if we could. But regardless, I will be getting White Lily Cookie's awakened form, the Dawnbringer White Lily Cookie, after I do 4 guaranteed pulls. And then, if I do have some extra time in my hands, which I most likely will, because it's only going to be 6 pulls for this, I'm going to be seeing if I can maybe pull for the legendary costume over here, because I do have a fair amount of rainbow cubes, surprisingly, so I'll probably only spend down to like 10,000, see if I can actually manage to get any of them. That would be pretty cool if I could, but I'm not going to go over high heels over them like I did with a Burning Spice and Golden Cheese costume. It's just, you know, big fan of the cookie, so obviously I had to opt for both, but hey, you know me. Anyways, while I go ahead and pull for White Lily and hopefully get her, like, you know, just by pure luck and, you know, something like that, before, you know, the guaranteed stuff, I'm going to be reading comments from this video over here, which should be, confronting your past from Beast East. And if you want to leave a question in comments down in the comment section below for me to read down the videos, feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, random comment, random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. And let's just immediately do a poll while we go ahead and read a comment, just immediately. So, one comment comes from Alice, says many things saying, gosh, this is a long story, but, last year's April on a normal Big P PSA fan, I don't know if that exists though, I watched some PSA videos, I don't remember the name of the PSA, but there was one about fireworks safety, and what was in the PSA? It was a gray filter with a buff man flexing the muscles. It was fine until he was flexing his muscles too hard, and his right eyeball just popped out of his head. Oh gosh. That sounds awful. I feel like I have heard about this before. I thought you were talking about like the firework PSA where like there's like kids counting down with their fingers, but like every, like, how do I say this? Like a kid's hands pops up on the screen and it's like 10. Like they have all their fingers out. But then when the next kid comes in with 9, you notice that they only have 9 fingers. And then the next one with 8, they have 2 fingers missing, because apparently like it has to do with like accidents of like fireworks like blowing off people's fingers, which is why fireworks are really dangerous to, like, you know, be around. Like, of course, anyone can use them, but you have to use them professionally. Like, make sure that you know what you're using and know how you're doing it. Legitimately, I don't want you to like have parts of your fingers damaged. Like, you could live with like 1 or maybe 2 less fingers, but like don't lose any more than that. It just gets rough. But if you're somehow managing to live without like a certain amount of extenders, and like, first of all, proud of you. You have all my respect in the world for making it this far. But still, sheesh. It's just, I don't want to think about that. That is horrifying, but I give you credit for stating that. Though there's a comment from It's Caitlin Gacha Moonlight saying, question of the day, some things terrify me, but when I was asleep at night in my bedroom, I just have the feeling that someone's watching me, but I don't see it. Sleep with the light on. Trust me, if you sleep with the light on, that fear will go away immediately. Which also, another comment from Gamer as soon as, oh wow, White Lily Soul Prism. First time since I've seen that. Well, anyway, there is a comment from Gamer as soon as saying, I might be overreacting on this, but my mother. She always threatens to take away my things if I fail school or act accidentally rude and yell at me, because sometimes she threatens to also hit me sometimes I don't like. Oh my gosh. She also thinks okay, I'm gonna be honest, I think that is just straight up abuse, because if she also legitimately, like, I'm being 100% dead honest with you, if she is threatening to hit you, call somebody. Like, this is not like a joke, this is not like me pulling like a character anymore. Call someone. I'm dead serious. I know that comment was like posted like, you know, 6 days ago, but seriously, and I don't mean to put like a whole damper on it, but legit, call someone. Even if it's your own mother. Even if it's your own mother telling you all this stuff, call someone, like any sort of important person, like legit anyone for that matter. People from school, like teachers, like, you know, the police, anything would be better. Because you need to have your voice heard. And I don't mean to just go on the sudden tangent, but like, it doesn't matter if it even comes from you either. You need to make sure you have like your voice heard when it comes to that stuff. Because that stuff is serious. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but like, that's me being bluntly honest. I want to make sure that everyone who watches my channel is safe. I want to make sure that they are protected from anything that happens to give them a bad time, either physically, socially, mentally, or anything like that. I want them to legitimately have a very safe time being around this channel, because I genuinely care for each and every one of you, and oh my gosh, more soul prisms. And I genuinely just want all of you to be feeling safe. I want all of you to be protected. I want to treat you all like you're in this whole realm of like imagination. And like once you're watching me, then guess what? We're getting a bunch of rares. Then guess what? We are in a safe spot. We're in a safe space. And you don't have to worry anymore. That's the gist of it. I know it seems like, cheesy for me to go on a long tangent like that, which I know I've said over and over again, but this is just me being honest. I kid you not. We got a bunch of mileage on that, I'll be honest. And we're actually getting like White Lily Soul Stones with the shocker, but this is the last pull before we get White Lily Cookie's awakened form. So will we be able to get it? We do get Custard and Clover. I don't know why I didn't try to not skip, but this does mean we do get one that's guaranteed good, but will it be White Lily? Who knows? But there is one that's sparkling in there. It could be, but we'll just have to hold out hope and just wait, because now we have a chance that it could be. And let's hold out to hope, because you never know. Okay, immediately starting off with a rare, I guess. I'm sorry, but like, I just wish for the best for all of my audience. I wish them to have the best of all dreams and the best of all futures. Will this be... Okay, it's just an epic. Never mind. That's... I keep thinking whenever I see electricity, it's like Twizzly Gummy, but no, it's Strawberry Crepe. Are you not maxed out already? You're getting real close to getting, like, max ascended. So that means the rest of this should be just garbage. Yeah, okay, it is. Well, with that all of the way, like, all of that out of the way, let's finally, after a lot of bad luck, finally get the awakened White Lily that we've all been craving to see.
I know what must be done. For freedom!
That's legitimately everything that I could have hoped it would be. Just like calm, simple, and yet it's super effective at the beginning, seeing Dark Enchantress there, all of that pop up, but it's finally done. We have the final awakened cookie, Dawnbringer, White Lily Cookie, which is so it says that we can awaken now. But now that we have that, what do we do now? Well, let's do a bunch of bonus pulls, why not? Because we still have 2 pulls that we could do, so why the pleb not? Another comment that also happens to be from Simple Hexagon 87 just says hi. Hey, how's it going? I'll read some more while I do some extra pulls. It'd be shocking if I got another like White Lily, that'd be great. But, wait, hold on, no, don't tell me. I would have freaked out if that ended up being the case. But no, we got, Putting on a mode. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, not bad. I think a funny cookie in my opinion. Shauna Moran actually said, this is going to sound ridiculous, but hear me out. The Lion and the Bear original sketch from the Teletubbies. My earliest memories as a toddler of me running away from the room and crying whenever that bit was on the television. And I found the original sketch on YouTube. I still wonder, how is this supposed to be for preschoolers? I think you're not the only one. I think a lot of people actually, like, were very terrified of that sketch. I heard a lot of people being scared of that, like, Lion and Bear sketch. Because, I don't know why they decided to add that in, but maybe it was just to, like, teach, like, a different audience of, like, kids or something like that? I don't know, it's weird to, like, even consider in that regard, but... I don't know, it's weird. But you're definitely not the only one. I've definitely heard of other people, like, panicking over, like, stuff like that, too. It's definitely... Because I've seen it myself, it's not normal. Especially in regards to classic Teletubbies. Alright, one more poll. This will be the one to end it all off. We don't know what else there's going to be. But there is a special one being pulled. Every single time I see a sparkle, I have high hopes. Is this... Okay, no, it's Squid Ink, right? Yeah, Squid Ink, the squib. We are getting a bunch of back-to-back epics, which actually isn't really bad. Because, better luck, I guess. At least we're actually getting some cookies out of it. Also, Goofy Timer Terror says, confront it yourself. Oh, okay, it's a reference. Funny. Okay. And also, wait, we got another? Will this be the one? No, it's another epic. 2 epics, though. which it's Cream Unicorn. I recognize that song. Very beautiful song. Honestly, seriously, I really love the Kingdom rendition of this song. It's very beautiful. 2 epics in 1 poll, though. That's very impressive, in which I can already max promote Cream Unicorn. That's definitely impressive to a T. But, okay, that should be it in regards to the poll. Of course, the best one happened to be the one where it's just like 2 epics, of course. But that should be it, right? Yeah, that's it. 2 epics, though. Not a bad for a last poll. And, of course, I ain't got nothing else. I can do the 100, but I don't think there's going to be much of a point. But before we move on, just one more long comment I see coming from Her Iranians, GCC. Precious saying, question of the day, this one recurring nightmare my family and I, in a highly top secret facility trying to get out, basically had to witness a guard taking down your family while I survived. I had to take refuge in a random house in the facility, and I had to look like that one person's child to survive. Okay, so that sounds so odd. Creepy, but like, I feel like there's some reasoning behind that if you're like in some top secret facility. Maybe you have like a fear of like, you know, government stuff like FBI, like big secrets. I don't know, but yeah, check this out. Check out this cool cutscene. Maybe this will make you feel better. Probably not.
Some say the soul is a flame. Others, a butterfly.
An endless slumber has descended upon us.
Follow my voice and break free from your mortal bonds.
Okay, now you're really making me wonder what the lore behind these costumes are. I can understand the lore behind the cookies, but what about the costumes themselves? It seems obviously, of course, like the set is like, you know, something about, you know, a silent night or something like that. Something scary. I think there's like some costume bond that goes along with it, but I don't remember the name of it. But whatever the case is, there's some lore behind that, and it freaks me out. But we're gonna see if we can do a few polls here. We'll see if we can get just any costume for that matter. We'll see. And if not, then, well, who knows? Well, I think we're already starting off with either a rare or an epic, because whenever those clothes appear, it's either rare, epic, and it's a rare. So we're gonna skip because that means we got nothing. Literally 4 commons and 1 rare. Like, really? I'm probably going to go, like, until I reach, like, I guess less than 10,000, because that'd be, like, a solid few polls. Like I mentioned before, I'm not going to go high over heels for the costumes. I'm just going to, you know, just try. Maybe if I get 1, that'd be cool. But immediately, did we get another rare? You know, how about this? What if I just skip? Did get an epic, though. So, bam, bam. Is this one that we already have, or is it going to be new? No, I already have Black Raisin Cookies Burning Shadow. Can I check the, how many epics costumes will I even need to, like, complete everything? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that wrong? I feel like I need a lot more than that. Wait, hold on, epic. Oh, it's just everything else is just there. I would only need these legendaries and, like, those up, and that's it. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I needed, a lot more. I'm surprised. Apparently getting epic costumes is probably a lot easier on Kingdom than it is on OvenBreak. This one's just, I literally don't think it's anything. And if it somehow is something, I'll actually be legitimately shocked. It's somehow a rare. You're telling me there was no clothing, like, exclusive clothing on this thing, and they somehow gave me 4 rares? I don't know whether to be shocked or impressed by that, because, like, what the plub are you talking about? Okay, before I move on, there is a comment from Lily Silly saying Deep Waters 100%, which, oh my gosh, yeah, Deep Waters is a terrifying fear, I agree. Lena Geo says Heights, that is terrifying, and Olekti says a giant spider. Well, now that I think about it, I think the common question of this video should be pretty easy for you. Aiden Cookie Run says a big snake, Ruby's Cupcake says the unknown, and Minty Shasha Clan says pure silence. Which, it's kind of shocking how, in regards to my audience, there's a lot of variety and differences in regards to, like, what your, like, big fear is. Because, I'll be honest, I have a lot of fears, but, like, only a select amount, which, oh, that's a special one. But like only like a hand select amount that I could define as like big fears. Like, you know, one of my big fears would be, I don't know why I decided to skip that. It's an epic anyway. If it was a legendary, it'd have this like a lot more glamorous like purple glow. Is this anything? That's one of the epic costumes I needed. Just casually Dark Cacao Cookies, Vanquisher of the Two Dragons. Sure. That technically should count as a legendary costume, but apparently, sure, yeah. Alright. Anywho. Oh, this one's a guaranteed good one. Okay, well, we'll probably end the video off after this, and then after that I can mess around with White Lily and find out, because this is gonna be real fun. Oh, it's gonna be real fun after that. But, you know, overview videos and stuff. But anywho, let's crack this open, see if we get anything that's super noteworthy. Oh my gosh, 2 epics. I'd be shocked if it was legendary. What do we get? Well, I do think I have all of them, so I guess it doesn't matter. But Stargazing Scholar is also beautiful. Take that. That's the one I don't have either. How did I... Okay, you know what? I'm not even mad that I didn't get a legendary costume. How the pleb did I get 2 epics that 2 of them... They weren't ones that I got before. I'm actually going to do something cheeky. I'm going to do the 1 poll because I want to see... I just want to, like, buff it up over. And then I'll do literally... Oh, wow, the costume's really big on that. Because I just wanted to give it to level 2, and then I'll do 1 poll like that. See if it gives me anything. Oh my gosh, still an epic. Which is a golden cheese. Of course it'd be golden cheese. Alright, now for real, I'm going to end the video. I'm not going to drain everything here. So with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. And also share this video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Your Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a Twitter post where, you know, 10,000 likes, Kick Your Run YouTube step. I don't even know if that's still happening anymore, but... I'm letting the dream live, okay? Anyway, there's also a link to my merch store, the Pleb Market, and also a link to my memberships on YouTube, where for just $1 a month, you can become a pleb, and you can see exclusive content and behind-the-scenes stuff for, you know, just $1. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I wanted to give a very huge shout out at the end of this video to the members who are deciding to support the channel and the stuff that I do, being Jojo Sins, Blobby Eduardo, Casual Gaming 22, and Mask Boy. You are all supporting me, and I greatly appreciate it. Like, thank you all so much.